Welcome back, guys, to another F1 2016 mod video. Today we are in the lovely circuit of Catalonia in, I think it's Barcelona, is it? Spain? I can't remember. But we're in Kimi Raikkonen's Ferrari. Here we've got Vettel on the left-hand side. We're going to see whether or not we can get the first ever good start here. So I'm just going to try and put the throttle just all the way down enough to get it into the purple. Don't know whether or not that actually makes any difference. And then all the way to the floor. Hamilton and Rosberg disappearing off into the distance. Ricciardo coming up on my left-hand side, having a much better start than I was. I need to find which button it is to look left, as the it's not going to be a repeat of what happened to the Mercedes this year already. It seems like Hamilton is just flying off. Rosberg has dropped back numerous places, and Ricciardo just came flying through there. Although saying that, he has gone very, very slow as I go wide and then bring it back nicely onto the inside, but Vettel gets a much better run off it because of the way he was coming through that corner. He brakes really early and I run straight into the back of him. Luckily, this is realistic damage, but it seems like the front wing stayed pretty sturdy there, so I don't know what happened there. So Catalonia, lovely track, one that I've done numerous times, so it should be okay here. Don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to catch the front runners because, you know, I'm still terrible, but we should be a lot better than some of the other tracks. So I can't seem to get Azerbaijan to work. I don't know whether or not that's something to do with the F1 2016 mod, or I haven't installed anything, so that is probably going to be one of the only circuits we can't show during this series, unfortunately. But I'm sure we can. I can try and find a fix if people do want to see it. So as Vettel dives straight up my inside, but just misses out there. A sort of a brave and ambitious move from Vettel there, but didn't pay off, so that's okay, as I get way outside of the left-hand side of that corner there. Corner cutting, the first one I got. That's probably one of the first corner cutting warnings I've had on this game so far, so plenty of legal blocking, but we didn't get that at the start of this race. Going to push it up into mix 3, try and get as much speed as we can to try and catch Ricciardo as he flies after Hamilton. No idea where Rosberg has gone, but he's racing here just as bad as he did in Monaco a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago now, as I'd imagine. So the Canadian Grand Prix today. I don't know what time it starts, and I don't unfortunately have Sky, but I will try and catch it as best as I can, and look forward to seeing Rosberg back, because I've always been a big fan of Rosberg, but in Monaco he was just non-existent. He just didn't do anything at all, so he had a terrible, terrible run in the rain. So it's a real shame, really, because as I said, he is one of my favourite drivers. So not a huge Hamilton fan, although I do appreciate that he is super quick. So Vettel is right over my gearbox now, trying to get that position back that he had over his teammate at the start of the race, and then decided to brake instantly into a corner really sharply for no reason. 140 miles underneath the Rolex bar, just lifting slightly for this corner and then trying to bring it around, stay out of the gravel, which we only just about do. Much better speed than Vettel through there though, so I was definitely braver, just braking just after the 100-meter board and then dragging it back around. Big train of cars coming from behind. That's I don't necessarily know if that's because I'm going incredibly slowly. I'm going incredibly wide, I know that for sure, but as Vettel takes a totally different line through there, trying not to get a corner cut this time. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Very, very slow chicane style end to this circuit, and then we're going to just push it up into mix 3, make sure that we change sort of early on the end, because otherwise we are going to run out of fuel, and that's something that I don't want to do. Definitely can't keep up with the pace of Ricciardo and Hamilton, so it's very similar in real life as they just disappear around the first corner now. And again, just braking just before the 100-meter board, trying to bring it round. Vettel going to dive in. She doesn't just quite make it, so we're doing a good job of just fending him off at the moment. Don't ever seem to be able to get this corner right, so I'm just going to lift slightly and try and bring. I probably didn't need to lift there, but there you go, that happened. So drop it down back into mix 2. We don't want to run out of fuel. Vettel doesn't take an adventurous dive up the inside there, which was nice to see, because we both want to finish this race. We are pulling away from the train behind, so that's good to see. Really steep left-hander that drops down, the camber disappears, so it's, you know, can be one of those ones, especially in the wet, where if you're not careful and you put your foot down on the accelerated too quickly, you just totally lose it, as I just drag myself out onto the grass. Vettel coming right up me again, so we're going to see if we can try and keep off the gravel. Go slightly wide and just about hold that. That was a bit hairy. As Vettel dives on the inside, we're going to have to try and pull it back on the inside and just dive down the inside. No contact, which is good to see, as I just snatched that position back, which is probably a little bit over-ambitious, but we didn't have any contact, which was good to see. So the engineer did say something. I think he said keep the tyres warm. I'm not entirely sure if that's my biggest issue right now, as we try and just fight Vettel to the end of this lap, trying to just block the door off. Last corner, Hamilton comes across the line for the win, and we're just going to whack it up into mix 3 just to make sure we have the last run. The best run we can get, as Vettel is all over us, as I just keep him out and across the line in 4th, 3rd place. Happy with that, guys, I'll take that. That may have been a bit of an over-ambitious move right at the end on Vettel, but I'm sure we're going to have some words in the in the driver's briefing at the end there. But there we go, Kimi Raikkonen's Ferrari, Catalonia, lovely circuit. So I'm lucky if anybody didn't finish. Just Sergio Perez, so not a good race for him. But there we go, guys. If you enjoyed that, smash the like button down below, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will make it happen. Until next time, guys, bye bye.